Alright, we are back. Well, unfortunately, not Pokemon Unite today, but taking a quick break for a little bit of FireRed, but welcome in, Based and Easy. Hope you guys have had a great day so far. Apologies for the little bit longer stream starting. Completely forgot to get drinks before, so rush through that real quick. Kind of through the layout on the left, just with the team. Remembered which side I used literally minutes before stream. Because I was focused on getting some levels in today. But yeah. Today, main objective, fight Blaine and knock out some, if not all, of the islands. Yeah, should be a pretty simple episode. I think we should, in theory, sweep through Blaine. But you never know. I did do a little bit of leveling off screen. Got those 3 to the level cap and just got some levels on them. We will go ahead and go into the gym because I know there's a good bit of trainers on the island. So we can kind of focus on leveling up those 2 there. I mean, we can also lead with Dragonair for the first handful of trainers in the gym, because we do need to fight all of them as per our Nuzlocke rules. We will be fighting all the trainers in the gym. So we will stock up on some hyper potions, stock up on some full heals in case we get burned. But besides that, we should be good to just jump right into it. But besides that, hope everyone's had a great Monday so far. What did I do today? Woke up, got a good run in. Kind of got things situated for recording shorts this week. What else did I do? Besides that, did some laundry and had a pretty normal day of work, so can't complain. There's no specific order of the Mons on the left. They're loosely the order in which we got them, but I think we need to flip Hitmonchan and Dragonair for that to be fully accurate, but it's fine. It's fine as is. And I know they probably aren't completely perfectly spaced, just kind of threw them up. But lets people know what the team is at least. And uses some empty space anyway. But yeah, worst comes to worst for the gym, we just throw Blastoise out and they sweep with Surf. I will take the leftovers off. Hitmonchan and throw them on. That's because Zapdos is weird dimensions. They very much stretched Zapdos out, so there wasn't really like I kind of, even some of them are still thinner because the gifts weren't all equal dimensions. So I just kind of drew them all to similar-esque width, just because to use up that space. But yeah, so Zapdos caught the short end of the stick there with having a wingspan, not a vertical span. And yeah. Oh, that did not do enough. Exactly. Or just wide, not tall. As opposed to Coughing and Blastoise, who are perfectly round almost. So they just max out both dimensions. I doubt it. I doubt Shed Skin works on Confusion anyway, but it doesn't matter because we just get through here. Or not. But you don't have anything for us, so I think I'm okay with that. Now, I know it works on burn. And we're hitting specially anyway. There we go. But I will take the leftovers right off of Hitmonchan, give them to Blastoise ahead of time, just so we don't forget before Blaine. Not that I think we'll need them. I do think Surf just cleans up shop. But maybe Arcanine lives 1. Maybe that's being very generous, but leftovers to bingo. I know we're burnt still, but we're hitting specially. And maybe Shed Skin procs. We still can't really use Zapdos till in Giovanni's gym and post, which is not ideal, but like we'll make it work. That's a thought. Because you can go to Sevii Islands after Giovanni. I know it's not in order, but that is a thought. Do Blaine fight Giovanni, then go to the Sevii Islands, so we don't need to worry about only leveling up a handful of mods. That might be a play. I know that might be getting risky because Giovanni's level 50, but I don't know. I'll think about it as we go through Blaine. If Blastoise gets good levels, maybe we do exactly that. Because Blastoise should be able to sweep for the most part. Can't remember if he has Kangaskhan on his gym team or not. That would be the only one that I don't think Blastoise one-shots. Well, maybe Nidoqueen. They are rather bulky. But that would just make it easy to level up everyone while we're at the islands. That would be the only reason there, but again, we'll be fine either way. Go. Leftovers working overtime for us, because they can't really hit us. We're doing more damage to ourselves with confusion than anything else. And this should... Finally got through. That should be more than enough. And yeah, we keep on keeping on. Now what I might do actually is what I just said, and we just do back again. It might be a little risky, but if that's what we're doing, I might I know to go to Dragon Rage. Swap Blastoise out front, because he'll hopefully be able to carry us through Giovanni. And we have Zapdos then that we can use. So I think we do that. I think we take the risk, do that. I know it's out of order, but that frees us up to level everyone up, because then we're just going to the final level cap, which I haven't really decided what I'm going to do going into the Elite Four. Like for what? Because I know the final trainer, just kind of speaking out loud here. Final trainer is level 63. So maybe we do like level 58, so it's a challenge, or like 55 or something like that. Maybe we just shoot for, like, Agatha's level, because she's kind of right there in the middle. Feel like that would be a fair, where we're good level, but not over-leveled. But, yeah, I think I've talked myself into it. We're going to play risky. And try and just do back-to-back gyms. Then do the islands. I know the title's now wrong, because we said Blaine and the islands, not Blaine Giovanni. Then the islands, but just had the thought now when we was talking about Zapdos not being able to be used. Yeah, it's being a little risky, but again, I think we're fine. We'll have Blastoise at whatever level he'll be at after this gym. Hitmonchan at level 47. Zapdos at level 50. Mime at level 47. So, like, we have a decent 4 Mons to use. Dragonair and Koffing will be a little rough. If we do need to sacrifice someone, it'll definitely be Koffing. And then we have a lot of encounters in the islands. But we don't need to worry about that because Blastoise is just going to sweep Geo. And we won't have to worry about it. Let me see if I'm remembering correctly that he is level 50. FireRed gym leaders, bingo. Okay. Yep, level 50 and no Kangaskhan. So, should be no problem. Knock on wood. We also thought that about Sabrina. Then we got Destiny bonded by a Ghastly, but we don't talk about that. This won't be that. Not necessarily right away. But I believe we do get Flamethrower or Fire Blast? Hopefully it's Flamethrower, because I would love to throw that on, like, Dragonite if they can learn it, or Weezing, maybe? I'm pretty sure Weezing gets it. If it's Flamethrower, that's perfect. Fire Blast will make it work. Just don't love risking the misses. Okay. We are kind of rolling through, which again I think bodes well for Blaine. Just keep on keeping on. And I'm trying to conserve the Surf PP. I don't think we need to worry about that. But for the first stages that are 10 levels under, we can just Water Pulse. And not really worry about. And yes, I know we could do the quizzes, but we need to fight all the trainers anyway. If anyone was confused as to why I'm not just bypassing them. That's one of the stipulations of the Nuzlocke, just to make it a little bit trickier in gyms where you can't leave and you need to battle all the trainers. I know this is a poor example of that being challenging, because Blastoise is just sweeping. The slow health bar drain is going to get you. What? Just like... where it takes forever to go down, or what? I mean, it's not Gen 4 bad, where it goes the same speed regardless of HP. And I think we just hit the surf button and win. Might be wrong, but I think... yep. There were a couple close calls, I'm gonna be honest, while grinding. There was a couple Machops that lived on 1, then went for revenge, and at least got us in the yellow, and it's like, okay, that's a little too close for comfort, but thankfully did not have to worry about that. Don't know what to say right now. In regards to what? Or just in general. If so, no worries. Appreciate our lurkers. But how was your day? Hope you've had a great Monday. Or as great as a Monday can be. I know Mondays aren't always ideal. Yeah, let's see if we one-shot. Just barely don't. And then, okay, and we already know what he's going to do. He's going to start spamming the hyper potions. And we're going to sit here for a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you were able to get a good amount of rest today. And hydrate to hopefully nip it in the bud. And be able to just sleep it off. Hopefully it's not anything outside of that. It is Fire Blast. Okay. I do think I'm going to throw that on Wheezing, if Wheezing can learn it in this generation. Because that becomes just another counter to grass types. Because we can't get poisoned, so we don't need to worry about that. But we'll see. Okay, so he's going to the Pokemon Center. I hope. I doubt it does, because I feel like that would be too advanced for this generation. Doing Giovanni doesn't lock us out of this. Oh, went to the wrong town. I can't imagine it would. But maybe, again, I don't know. That. And let's lead with Hitmonchan, because I know he kind of has a lot of coverage with his trainers, like some Tauroses and things like that. So I feel like leading with Hitmonchan's not a bad... Against Giovanni, we sweep with Blastoise. Good morning, Nuvali. Good morning. Hope you've had a great day so far, even if it's just getting started. Yes, we need to make sure we fight all the trainers. Okay, well, not an ideal lead. We don't have you on the team, but that doesn't mean if you have or not. I don't remember who you were. I don't think we've lost you. But I might very well be wrong. Rattata, oh, then yes, well, sorry. you might have been our first first loss very early. I think that might have been in the Nugget Bridge rival battle, where we needed a clean swap. Just to guarantee the win. But I might be misremembering. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that didn't one-shot. How do you do a Nuzlocke? Just in the general rules are you get one encounter per route, and it's the first Mon you encounter. So if you go into a new route, when you walk in the grass, first Mon you see, you catch. And then outside of that, the only other main rule is if a Pokemon faints, it's gone for good. I feel like those are like the two big rules you see. And then it varies person to person. Like, I've made it a little bit trickier and added some rules, which are all down in the description. But yeah, those are kind of the two big ones that I think make it a Nuzlocke. I might be missing something very obvious, but that's what jumps to mind. Here's a question. What does Zapdos have right now? One. Fly and Drill. Okay. So, only thing we'd really use is Drill Peck. Good to know. There we go. That should one-shot and shouldn't have to worry. We'll throw a Super Potion on him. Just to be safe, since a lot of them seem to be. And I know the second I swap Mime up front, being like, okay, we're seeing a lot of Mons, Mime would be good again. We're going to see a normal type, just because that's typically how it works. I mean, against the fighting guy, I might lead Mime. I mean, we could also just lead Blastoise just to get him more passive experience, but I'm not too worried about him not being able to sweep Geo. How much does this do? Okay, I know we're 10 levels higher, but that still did more than I thought it would. To Sand Slash, just because we have 0 special attack. If it ain't broke, we keep firing those off their way. I mean, if it ain't broke, we know it's a 2-shot. A slash crit does not kill. Still doesn't, because it's doing about 20, so we'll do 40. Get hit by another slash. Then we need to start worrying about dying to a crit. But for now, we're safe. I know Mach Punch is also super effective, but he has 0 special defense. So, we're rocking with that. Over the stab. You are not ground yet. So I'm going to just swap out here. Not mess around with Poison Point or any of that shenanigans. One shot there. I really don't know what your last mon will be. Oh. Nope, that actually works out well for us. We just don't have to deal with any... Oh, no, we're a higher level. I was going to say, like, Horn Drill. Hijinks. But we're a higher level, so... safe in that regard. those. Make our way around. And keep fighting everyone. I mean, at this point, knock on wood, this is only helping us get or alleviate some of the grinding we're gonna need to do before the Elite Four. Just making life a whole lot easier. Trying to do mental math, so if I look confused for a second, I'm trying to... So Friday is the 15th, if today's the 11th. Okay. Just running through, like, potential distribution of what we still need to get done. I mean, we might be able to finish this series on Friday. Because we're only 30 minutes in, and we are rolling through the gym. So we can probably knock out all of the island today. And then between now and Friday, I do the leveling up off screen. Just get to whatever level cap we kind of settle on. And then Victory Road and Elite Four on Friday. So in theory, we could end then. I need to figure out what next Let's Play will be for next week. Because, yeah, I thought we would be like 40 minutes into this stream, but we are rolling. You're playing ranked. Good luck. Good luck. Hope the matchmaking treats you well and gives you good teammates. I mean, there is... Well, no, we wouldn't do that on a Let's Play day. I mean, there is champions. Read the screen. Yeah, to be the only one, I wouldn't say the only one out there ever. Like, it is possible, but... That being said, welcome in, Bison, and hope you've had a great day so far. I feel like we keep rocking out with what we got. I know there's a section on the islands that's really good for... Well, everywhere is good to train psychic types in this game. So, don't mind mime not getting a ton. Patience is key. What, for ranked? Or... oh, no worries. Oh, in regards to getting the Pokemon. Yep, we kept him waiting like all the run. So did the game did your Switch die or did the game crash? Welcome in, Parish Song. Welcome in. I mean, either way is not ideal. But gotcha. Gotcha. I was very close to one-shotting. I don't hate the amount of experience we're able to get for Hitmonchan here. just because it is a little bit trickier finding a spot to level him up against trainers. Okay. And one more after this guy, and then we roll through Giovanni. Then off to the islands we go. Should be pretty simple. I'm trying to remember everything there is to do there. Couple encounters and all the trainers going to Moltres on 1. There's not really anything on 2. And then there's the bikers and the forest on 3. So maybe there's not as many trainers as I'm remembering. But again, it'll still be good. We'll get a couple more encounters. And yeah, free experience, which we can't hate on. Be careful with surfs. Again, I think we one-shot everything with surf, but I don't want to go in under-stacked for Geo. Well, that works. We could also, I know on 2 Island we could get Hydro Cannon for Blastoise, which wouldn't be terrible over Water Pulse, but just in case we really need to just delete something. I feel like Surf does the job. And can't miss, and there's no recharge. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. You're ready to roll there. Just go ahead and battle you. And imagine he probably has like a Machoke. Yep. Maybe a Primate. But that's imagine about it. I can't think what else he would have here. And even if he had a Machamp, I think we just one shot. I don't think he would. Or he's gonna go backwards and have a Machop. That also works. Makes life a little bit easier for us. Yep. That's that. I always forgot that Geo doesn't ever get a No, he only has Rhyhorn. In this game. He doesn't get evolved any. Which, even if it did evolve, as long as you didn't pick Charizard or you have any water type, it has a quad weakness and 0 special defense. So it's not really the most daunting either way. So we just roll through with that. The question is, looking at our team, who do we put Earthquake on? I mean, Dragonite's the easy one that kind of pops out. Because I don't think Hitmonchan learns it, or they would be in consideration, but I think it would be Dragonite. Unless we get another encounter on the islands where we're like, oh, we'll take that. Okay. I know Queen, I think, was, or is bulkier, so that was the only one I was thinking maybe we didn't one-shot, but... Alright. Here comes his ace. Who I think evolves at level 52. Like 50 as well, not 52. So it very well could be fully evolved there. They're just like, nah, that would be too difficult for the last gym leader to have a fully evolved ace. That has 2 quad weaknesses. I don't know. And he's out. I'm not going to use it, but hey, we might as well get the Macho Brace. Yeah. Once you get Surf, they throw you against the fire and the ground gym. Maybe not the best idea. Like, and I know all the gyms, they kind of have their counter right by them. So, like, it's not just them, but they saved, like, the 2 weakest gyms to fire right after you get Surf. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a interesting decision. Do that. Let's go ahead and throw Dragonair up front. Let's get them some experience. I'm going to buy some Ultra Balls, I think. Because I don't think you can on the island. So, and we are not going for Zap or Moltres. Or I would buy more. That's just for our encounters. Okay, and he said he would be in here. There he is. And off we go. Okay, I forgot it was like a private boat that took us. I was like, why aren't we just leaving from the port? Oh, no worries, no worries. Downside, I realize now, even if we get an encounter, we can't use the PC to swap them out. Which I always thought was weird. On the same island, they gave you a Moltres. When you catch it, they don't let you bring it onto the team. So that's unfortunate that even if we do get an encounter we want. That being said, I'm happy with our team. I don't know what we would encounter that would trump who we have. I want to be a water type. I want to be a flying type. Maybe like a really good, just normal type physical attacker wouldn't be the worst. Which is a kind of a weird, like, I mean, a fire type wouldn't be terrible. But I think we need that. Also, this is our encounter. We already have one, so this is not our encounter. Let me check what route we're on real quick. One Island, Treasure Beach. Okay, so it does continue down to the beach. Didn't know if there was like a connector route. What we need is some electric moves on Zapdos. Also, what I did during grinding, just so people are aware, is I did get Ice Beam and put that on Blastoise. So he does have Ice Beam now. Depending on who we round out our team with, gonna try and see if Shadow Ball's feasible. We'll try and get Thunderbolt for Zapdos just as I'm grinding and getting money. So yes, if you see Ice Beam on Blastoise, that is why. It did not learn it just by level up. Yeah, I figure it's just a reasonable... Like, I know it doesn't help much against, like, grass types, because we would never be out with Blastoise against grass types. But more so for, like, Flying and Lance. We have that in the back. Okay, no, that I'm gonna swap out. The Seal wasn't too worried about with the ice moves. But Dugong, don't really want to find out how much that would do. It's okay. We're using priority, so 35. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, he is also under-leveled compared to the rest of our squad, but I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, you would think it would be around level 30. And speaking of, let me actually throw him up front. So we can get him evolved and hopefully caught up. Do you battle us? Okay, I don't remember who you encounter here. Okay. We already have you. But this could be good experience. Let me check the encounters. Treasure Beach FireRed. How do I spell? FireRed. Just so I know we aren't wasting our time. Can get Spearow, Persian. We can get... Only new encounter here is Psyduck. Wouldn't come on the team, but like we'll catch it just for dupes or species or whatever you want to refer to it as. Okay. Take that. Let me actually, let's see what the fishing encounters are like. Surfing, horsey, same thing. Okay. So same encounters in the water or fishing. Only new mon we can get is Psyduck. But in the meantime, this is good leveling for coughing. That doesn't one-shot us. You don't have special attack. Swapped out just because Fury attack can do something, and we aren't messing around and losing anyone today, so figured just be safe. I'm sure coughing could have done the job, but again, why take the risk? What I think I'm going to do, just for this while we're leading them and potentially stay in, is actually, we should have taken it from Blastoise. But we will drop the leftovers on you. What does this do? Okay, so that's just for EVs. I mean, that wouldn't be terrible to throw on while we're leveling up. But that's just a lot of work. Not a lot of work, but that's just more doing the most for just vanilla. Nuzlocke. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Just coughing up a lung. Yeah, that I don't want going into our coughing. Even though I know it's like 0 base power. Just aren't messing around and losing anyone recklessly today. I think so. I might be wrong, but I think so. Could very well be wrong. And would not be surprised. But yeah. Because there's not... I think because there's not like a battle tower in this game. Because I could see it being like a reward there. But I don't think there's one in this game. Hey, welcome in, Spark. Welcome in. Hope you've had a great day so far. I mean, 2 wild Snorlaxes had the only 2 leftovers in the entire region. Not a single trainer was like, you know what, let's go grab those from them. It could be, you know, useful for us to have. Okay. So it's really only Fearos I don't want to stay in against. Speaking of. Okay. Just rude. Does more than I would like it to. Alright, we're doing well, doing well. True. True, true. Throw one of those on. Here's my thinking. I know this is going to be real world thinking. If Snorlax is literally blocking off major cities' connection, like if something's blocking a highway in real life, like cutting off cities, stopping anyone from getting into or leaving cities, higher ups are going to be called. And you're like, okay, who are like the higher ups in this universe? Like that would be the Elite Four. You'd be like, okay, Snorlax is blocking the way. Bruno, go take care of that. You're the fighting type guy. You got this. Again, that's obviously common sense as opposed to a video game. But you would think someone in the world could have. Let's... Like, I think they show it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like where Lorelei steps in and like stops Team Rocket in like a couple instances. So it's like they are seen almost helping the community. Well, how he gets to Koga first, I don't know. Because you see him in the Lavender Tower, then you see him in Silphco. But I imagine if you check the pillar in Koga's gym, he's beaten it before you do. Yeah. Another valid question of like, where are the literal professionals whose job it is to handle this? I know she's in yellow because she gives you the Squirtle. I'm kind of shocked that didn't kill. Hey, welcome in, Unicorn. Welcome in. Hope you have you are having a good day so far. We'll do a couple more encounters here, and if Psyduck doesn't show up, we're just gonna keep on keeping on, because we aren't gonna use it on the team either way, really. What's our experience looking like? Okay, we'll get to level 35, and then we'll start making our way north. And that'll be the benchmark. A warrant for his arrest, his exact description, and a random name. This is my favorite game. Of the main series Pokemon games, it is. This is my favorite of the games. Just very nostalgic. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, close second. But I don't know. FireRed is just very nostalgic, but like a really good remake at the same time. So it just checks all those boxes. All right, we get that evolution. And we keep on keeping on. Do I play Cyberpunk? I have, and really enjoyed it. Still haven't done the DLC for it, even though I know that's been out for a while. But it's a lot. They don't pull punches in some areas, to say the least. What makes it die versus faint? My thinking would be, think of like a boxing match. Even if someone faints, they aren't dead. And like, I think that might be similar as to like a Pokemon match. Like, you aren't going to like unalive the person. You're going to knock them out. Best place, that's actually you gave me an idea already without saying anything. Best place to do that would probably be Discord. The idea I had was just like a feedback ideas channel for people like to list games or anything like that. Also, let me, oh, we already healed. Properties for this. Live editing. Oh, didn't change it. Okay. There we go. There we go. You're not a scammer? Oh, apologize if I Implied that's what you were. That was not my intent. What was I doing? Do I have the move Thief? I believe so. I don't think anyone has been able to learn it. So I've looked a few times. We might have gotten rid of it. Or used it and then lost them on. Welcome back. Welcome back. Mr. Mime. Ah, so we did teach it to someone. Why don't I put a customized profile picture? I mean, we got a custom profile picture. It's a little avatar. Smart. Okay. This is also a new... We can fish on the coast, but it's going to be the same fishing encounters. You see everywhere. Not really interested in that at this time, but I appreciate the offer. Never seen my profile picture anywhere. I mean, guess that's good. I don't know where else it would be. I think my Twitch is my old profile picture. But yeah, I'm not... again, best place for that would likely be Discord, and we do have an art channel. Would love if we did have enough money for Thunderbolt, because that would just make life easier with Zapdos. Yep, I'm gonna be honest, completely forgot till about like 10 minutes before stream. Then I did a mad dash to get all the gifts in on time. Instagram's a little bit more private, so I don't like openly give that out on YouTube, just because it's a little bit more of my personal life. Probably wouldn't be bad to have like a separate YouTube personal account. I would just say be careful sharing any personal information online. Good as is. Yeah, I mean, YouTube's really the only social media I do through this. Like, I mean, we could branch out in the future to... sorry if I'm making a face. Something in my eye. Yeah, I mean, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That's also way down the line of that whole conversation of it potentially being full-time. But yeah, that would probably be smart. Yeah, and just another... What's the word I'm looking for? Another way of reach, like it, especially with like shorts. I know that's good to do if you're, especially if you already have it made. I know like a lot of people that do YouTube are literally just do the short, upload it TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like, it's just one thing, but you just get that reach, and then you funnel into your one main. So I know it's a good idea. That's just a lot of time to dump into that, right? I know it's not the craziest amount of time either, but yeah, I know it's just good to get the broader reach. But yeah, similar with like dual streaming on like Twitch. I know it wouldn't hurt, but for the most part, just kind of hanging out and keeping the main thing on YouTube was kind of the deciding factor for me. I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it concise, keep one platform, and just focus on that and really building that community. But then, yeah, as we do continue to grow, knock on wood, if the support does continue rolling in, very well could branch out to others just to further build on that already established good community is kind of my whole thought process behind it. I know there's never a bad time to expand your reach, so definitely isn't the worst thing to do at any time. But yeah, for me, it's just easier to focus on the one. I've touched Ember Spa. Not yet. If you're talking about the place that heals you further up. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Go ahead and rock one of these just to be safe. I believe it's further up. And any new encounter we get is our encounter. There we go. That's our encounter. We'll take that. Sludge shouldn't kill. Well, if it gets a crit, it will. I thought he gave you Rock Smash. You know, the one time I don't want to crit just obliterates the Ponyta. Okay, good to know. I mean, that'll make life easier to not have to try and thief it off a Mon. Go ahead and Psychic away. Trying to remember how long... Okay, we do need to get Strength on someone. Because that was our Snorlax. I'm going to stay in and just one-shot here. Don't want to swap, get pursued, or any of that nonsense. You know, we're well over leveled, so didn't have to worry about that. But just makes life easier for us. Okay, we'll circle back to that once we get Rock Smash. Well, the question is, who do we teach Rock Smash to? I know the obvious answer is Hitmonchan. think he's... Well, maybe Dragonite can and Dragonair can't. We might... So we'll need Brick... I think what we do here is... As much as I enjoy using them, we start getting rid of the elemental punches. As fun as they are, I think that's the smart play to do. We might keep Ice Punch, just because Ice is good in this generation. Yes, because Black Belt is just fighting type moves. Expert Belt would probably be better because that's super effective moves, or Muscle Band for just pure the across the board physical buff, but that also wouldn't affect the elemental punches. All right, let's see if we can't get like Thunder or something on Zapdos. Like that's a needed coverage move, at least till we can get Thunderbolt. But yeah, we should... I don't think we'll get Shadow Ball, because I don't think anyone really benefits from it. I mean, maybe Wheezing. What's Wheezing's physical attack? Wheezing, that... Now that I'm saying it, Wheezing might be our Agatha answer. But then, do I want to use Shadow Ball on a Mon we can't use it against Psychic types? Probably not. Yeah. Like, it's not terrible, but it's just not. It gives a small buff. It's better than nothing, but... You know what an interesting move in interesting item in Unite would be? I don't know how they would incorporate it, but like the metronome, where it boosts the damage each consecutive time you use a move. Like, that could be interesting, where it's like every time you use a move till you die, it gets a tiny, like, it would be a fraction of a fraction bit stronger. Or every time you land a move, so people don't just spam moves and miss. Yeah, and maybe they put an upper level on, like, how much you can get stacked, too. Now that you're saying that, I think they put an upper level on how much. This might be weird. I might throw Rock Smash on Based, because all we really need on Zapdos is T-Bolt and Drill Peck. That's all we really need for that. I know that's kind of a weird give, but True. Good for catches, yeah. Okay, maybe if I talk to him again. Oh, I don't know. On the bright side, we didn't... Unless it was the two running back and forth we were supposed to take it from. In which case we messed up. But the way I interpreted it is it was the duo. So we'll thief them both. Swap out there. Beef Machoke. Do I have an item? There we go. Doesn't matter because we got the black belt. Worked out in the end. Drill pack and do not psychic the Zapdos. What, for the thievery that just happened? On the bright side, there are 0 cops in Kanto, so... Now we get another one to give to Zapdos to really buff that Rock Smash. Strongest Rock Smash from a Zapdos ever. Keep on keeping on this way. Yeah, I'll look at the items we have as we actually prep for the Elite Four. I know it wouldn't hurt to have, like, good distribution now, but that'll probably be in the off-screen where I get everyone up, leveled up, get everyone items. Like, I don't think it's in this game. I don't think Black Sludge is in FireRed. So I don't think that's an option. If there is, that would go right on Wheezing. But pretty much all I've done for the off-screen is just go battle the group of bikers just repeatedly. Yes, we have both sets of leftovers from the Snorlaxes. Okay, the double protect's a little wild. Yeah, shiny hunting with no speed up, just base odds, would take a minute, to say the least. That would take a good chunk. Okay, are we just all gonna use protect repeatedly? Also, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have interest in shiny hunting. Nothing against it. It's just not my cup of tea. I lose interest way too quick. Oh, no, I want to hit... No. Like, power to anyone that can do it. It is a lot. Is there anything over here? I doubt it. There is. All that for a max repel, we'll take it. And we'll go get whatever items there. I think we keep continuing north. Protect spamming late gens shell smash. Yeah, that's fair, especially in a Nuzlocke. It can get scary very quick. Lugia and Ultra Moon. Yeah. right? Brain put words out correctly. This is actually my alt account because I've been, well, haven't been. Like, when the game dropped, I was shiny hunting for Bulbasaur on my main account. And I didn't want to break the progress there. But I have absolutely just like, nope, can't do it. No worries, no worries. Hope you enjoy dinner. But yeah, completely fell off with shiny hunting. Even then, I would usually do it while doing something, like on the treadmill or just doing anything. Just do a couple resets in between, or while cooking, or I could not just sit and shiny hunt. Power to people that do. But do not have the attention span for it. Fight her. Chaining or chain. Okay. Makes sense. Like maybe in ZA, I would do it because there are like ways where you, once you get the charm and once you get everything, it gets a whole lot easier and better odds, and you can do the resets to do it quickly. But yeah, it just base hunting is, I'll say, intense. Again, power to people that do it. All right, let's get you out of there. Because that would be a turn of events. So I'd say that's pretty much you also got swaggered, so it was +2. So it was just double down of really doing a lot of damage to you. So yeah, I had to get you out of there. Okay. On the bright side, we can just dip in and heal real quick. Then continue on our way north. Do is this. Press on. Alright. I am going to run to the bathroom real quick and grab some more water, but when I get back, we'll keep continuing north and fight whatever trainers there still are, but I will be right back. All right, we are back. We can hop right on back over here, and we keep rolling. We fought them, so I think there's a few hikers, but I think we fought the majority, and like few swimmers, but I think we fought the majority of the people. Welcome back, Emmanuel. Welcome back, or welcome in. Sorry, mixed up you and Easy briefly, but welcome in, Emmanuel. Hope you've had a great day so far. I think for now, the loose goal is 55 as the cap, but might go higher than that. Again, we'll kind of look at the, Elite Four levels and go off of there. Yeah, would not hate a Starmie. Because Psychic type is just absurdly good. Staryu might be Leaf Green only. Might be wrong on that account. But I think that might replace Weezing. I know it would be doubling up on Psychic and Water. But those two types kinda roll the Elite Four. Only Mon we don't have like a set answer for that's foolproof is Lorelei. Because she's kind of a mixture of water and ice. And I don't know if Zapdos can just sweep with Thunderbolt. And if it was ice, we could go Hitmonchan, but she also has a Slowbro, I think. So that's where we get tricky. But other than that, Bruno, Mime sweeps through. Agatha, honestly, Mime sweeps through. Lance, Blastoise kind of sweeps through with Ice Beam. And then the rival is where it gets a little bit tricky because you can't just sweep. We'll stay in. It's a little rude. That's going to hurt a little bit. Like, I know it's still a Goldeen. But that is a max damage flail. Everyone likes hitting themselves in confusion today. I get it. It's a Monday. So, like, it makes sense. Everyone's... Okay, Marta taking a gamble there. I kind of expected us to snap out, not gonna lie. Surely we snap out this turn, because that's been 3 turns. There we go. Okay. Definitely glad we have left. I mean, we could have swapped out. Just trying to get Weezing somewhat caught up to the group. Oh, sorry, face stitched. They aren't terribly far behind. I know Dragonair is only like 43. So it's not like the craziest jump. Also, what are we at Pokedex? I think we're at 48 on the Dex. We'll be at... Okay, so we're near the we are near being able to get the EXP share. which might just make life even easier just to get some caught up. But we'll cross that bridge later. For now, we're just going to roll through these islands. And get whatever experience we can on whoever. Oh, excuse me. Came out of nowhere. I also want to find where you get Sludge Bomb. Because that would take Wheezing to the next level, I think. Thank you, thank you. Sludge is doing the job, but if I remember correctly, either you can't get it till post-game, or for some reason Venusaur can't learn it. The chat, one, make sure you are fully live and not like a second behind. YouTube loves pushing people a couple seconds back. And two, even if you are live, there will usually be like a tiny delay just between it sending to the third party, then getting up on screen. So there will always be like a slight delay. It won't be instant. But also, make sure you are live. You teach us Explosion. No thanks. Okay. Tired. Yeah, we aren't going to even try and catch Moltres. Like, I'm not going to fight him just in case. I don't know. But we've got our legendary bird. We used our Master Ball. Not gonna risk anything. For a Mon we probably wouldn't bring. Okay, well that's just rude. Here I am just trying to get Wheezing some experience. And we get Stun Spored frame 1. So we'll just do this. Trying to remember, because Moltres gets Wing Attack and Flamethrower, I think. Articuno, I think, only has Ice Beam. And yeah, so I think in theory, if it wasn't for Drill Peck being leaps and bounds better than every other flying move, I think Moltres would be kind of the go, or Articuno. Ice Beam is kind of OP in this gen. But there's also Lapras that you get as a static, so that's not the most needed. We also can get an encounter here. Because I don't think we encountered someone. So we failed the encounter, but we never caught it. I don't think that's dupes. I think by Nuzlocke rules, this is fair game. That's what I'm gonna go off of. Because we did encounter it. But I'm pretty sure, like, you have to catch... Because then you could say, oh, I encountered a Weedle and didn't catch it. But yeah, I think you have to have it on the roster, or had been on the roster. We'll name this Parish for Parish Song. Unless Parish Song fits. Parish Song just fits. Bingo. Place in the correct box. Okay. Don't get the point of that ledge, but sure. Maybe a shortcut going back down? I don't know. I wouldn't have hated a Machop. We aren't doing the trade Evos, so would not be coming on the team since we have Hitmonchan. But wouldn't have hated it. I think there might be one trainer after you. Then should be good. Go. You probably have Hitmonlee as well, just to follow the theme. If I had to guess. Nope, just 2 Hitmonchans. You know, I'm here for it. Even better. Why even water it down with the Hitmonlee? Have the 2 best, just... Or the best twice. Okay. So that's another shortcut getting back. There's probably an item over here if I had to guess. Okay. That would have been dupes. We did have one of those. Okay. It's not a great item for being all the way tucked over there. I don't know what I was expecting, but... maybe a little bit better than just a dire hit. That's where we came from. We just keep on rolling. I don't know. I stopped watching well before the end of the first one. So I don't know. I've heard good things, I think. I might be completely misremembering, but I think I've heard mostly good things about the new one. I know we're playing a little risky because this is a psychic type. But unevolved, I don't think it one-shots us. I will say I'm not going to mess around with the paralysis. We're just going to jump on out of there. Still can't recover. That's, I have seen... I haven't had issues with it. I've seen some people have had problems logging in on their phone and on their Switch. Like, it keeps making them have to re-log in. So maybe with the new update, they did something and maybe they're working on a bug fix. I don't know. But I have seen other people having trouble logging in that typically will play on both devices. I haven't had problems with it, but that doesn't mean it's not true. Like, linked to your Facebook account? I'm guessing. Still Mount Ember, so no new encounter. Yeah, I don't know. I just did mine through the Pokemon Company or Pokemon.com or whatever it is. So I don't know how the whole linking process with Facebook works. I would do a little bit of research first, like Google around, see if anyone had some similar issues and if they were able to fix it. Because chances are with Unite, someone else has had the problem. Because Unite is, if nothing else, is kind of consistent with having problems. Okay, so me just grab the items. We aren't gonna bother Moltres. Just gonna steal some of your stuff. So imagine, yes, you just run up to him and he's the only thing up there. We will get whatever this is. But yeah, I would definitely recommend doing some research first before just pulling the ripcord and starting over from scratch. I wish I had better answers, but yeah, I didn't link it to Facebook, so I have zero knowledge in that process. So we did everything here. So I think we just leave. I think is our course of action. Can I fly from here? I can. Makes our life easier. Okay. Let's do Poke Help. Okay. Yeah. I would try calling if they do have a number you can call. Don't email. Because emails they're just never going to get to. And when they finally do, it'll just be a generic generated response. While calling kind of forces them to help you then and there. If they have a number, which I know some sites don't for that exact reason. We don't have cut on anyone, and I don't really want to use a move slot for it. What do you have? Nothing great. And this, okay. So here is an encounter. I'm gonna hold off on teaching. Oh, okay. I was just kind of guessing. I'm gonna hold off on teaching cut to anyone. Or not cut. Blast burn. Oh, I completely missed the joke. Unless I said it wasn't cutting it. Nothing great. Fair. Yeah, Blastoise is moving, but very, very minimally. He's kind of moving his arms, while everyone else is substantially moving. Okay, so there's Oddishes. I mean, we said we wanted a Staryu, so let's just go ahead and fish one up right here. I have no idea if you can encounter him here. But there you go. Staryu. Not a Staryu. But I'm like 99.9% sure we have a Magikarp. I can't really imagine we don't. So this is dupes. It's really not. Because his moveset is kind of trash and water is special in Gen 3. So it's... And he gets 0 flying coverage. We've got to also... I was going to say we also need to be on the water. Oh, didn't mean to. I was saying it was trash. But, like, even Bite and Crunch are special in this gym, and that's not Gyarados' best stat. I don't think it's its worst stat, but it's definitely not great. It's not really good till the physical special split and Waterfall comes along. Yeah, well, if it makes him feel better that he's about to find out. Let's just try plain surfing for a little bit. See if that's the answer. Well, it's not a Psyduck, but kind of cuts out the middleman. Which, you know, it works. I mean, it's not... Come on. I thought ahead on that one. Alright, well, no Smog. I mean, it's a Golduck. It can't have the craziest catch rate. And just throw one of these and see. This will be Easy Andy Creates. Because I don't think we have nicknamed someone after them. If something... I don't know what that's for. But... Alright. Onto the... Do this. Also works. But I don't think we have a nickname for Easy yet. And... I don't... If something tragic happens, we at least have that as a backup. Would be a lot of team rebuilding we'd have to do then. Because that would have to be like we lose Blastoise, which would be tragic. Not just bike, like on a motorcycle too. Like, which is kind of wild. To, like, I get they're supposed to kind of be hooligans. But imagine, like, you're standing at a gas station, waiting to check out, do whatever, and someone just rides through the front door on a motorcycle. But yeah, that would be something. I'm gonna just throw Mime up front so we can sweep through the bikers. Okay. We don't need to heal. Have all the poison and fighting types. Just sweep through them. I don't think... I was trying to think where we could get, like, black sludge. Maybe you thief it off of a grimer. But I don't know. I think it might not be in the game. But could be wrong. I mean, that was our opportunity to test. I just didn't really want to get poisoned battle 1. And we got, like, 2 or 3 to get through. Not that it would be too much of a worry. These guys aren't crazy high level. But I guess we could have, because this is also supposed to be done before Giovanni. We just kind of went out of order. Okay. Can't remember if we literally battle all of them, or after 3 they just call the boss over. I mean, either way, they only have 1 mon each. Well, I don't know if the mic picked that up. My stomach just did a loud gurgle. Yeah. After becoming champion, they're kind of like, boss, that's literally the strongest trainer. And you have a level 39 Wheezing. Maybe we just dip out of here. But also, that, again, the whole, like, ordered events, I think, would become tricky for a Game Boy Advance game. There we go. Like, I'm sure they could do it, but that, again, that's just a lot of possible routes to do. Okay. Nope, I'm good. It just decided to make a really loud... Nope, had dinner. It just was like, you know what? We're gonna gurgle right now. Because, you know, why not? Now is the time to do it. I know there's some trainers, so we'll keep getting some experience for everyone. How do I get to there? And we need cut. I'm gonna be honest, 1 item isn't worth teaching someone cut for. Even though it's been 1 item a few times now. You'll teach me what your favorite Pokemon is. I feel like we're about to battle 2 of the same Mon. There we go. Okay, well that works. Okay. What am I saying? Or what are you requesting me to say? I'll say now. Fred fed Ted bread, and Fred fed Ted bread. Yeah, they don't really come that often. That being said, again, they were kind of popping off while level grinding earlier. think I flinched a wheezing like 3 turns in a row. I was like, where's this luck? Like, actual tough fights. I'm gonna run just because I don't think we one-shot with Sludge, and I don't really want to get stun spored. That's just me personally. Not overly excited to just be stun spored frame 1. Alright, we do this. There we go. Keep on keeping on. I mean, good experience for our wheezing. Yeah, I don't know. At least in, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, there's wild starter mons out there. So, like, you see they're actively available to catch. But when they're supposedly super rare mons and just random people have them, don't really get it. That being said, I think they just run out of possible mons for people to have. They're like, you know, there have been 30 grass-type trainers that have only had Gloom and Bellsprout. We gotta throw Bulbasaur in there. Somewhere. Water type, you can get... I know there's still a couple Squirtles and Wartortles out there, but I feel like you get a little bit more leeway with just all the different ones available. But dang, just everyone having Staryu but us. Weezing's kind of putting in work. And again, if only we could get Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave or anything to be higher power. He would probably be our Venusaur answer, because Venusaur can't touch us. Right. Keep it on with that. Oh, excuse me. And actually, I'm kind of glad we fought Giovanni first. In hindsight, because this is almost working out perfect time-wise. I should have just gone for Sludge Bomb. I was like, maybe I'll save PP. Nah. Should have just gone for Sludge Bomb and called it. Or Sludge. It's not like we're only leveling up him. We can just lead with Dragonair and be fine. Yes. Five Island. Okay, so it is post-game. I thought I remembered seeing something about that, but couldn't quite remember. Again, just another nerf to Venusaur, where one of his better moves isn't available till post-game. Okay. I will say Twister is not really cutting it. Okay, that did more than I thought. I stand corrected. I just feel like in every other battle it has not been doing a lot. but then absolutely deletes Kingler. What I can do is, because it's looking more and more likely that Wheezing is gonna be on the team. Can teach him. We'll have Sludge. You'll have Fire Blast. Can throw Toxic. And something else. But getting a decent... He'll have a decent moveset. Good luck on the coffee adventure. Good luck, good luck. Keep on keeping on. Leveling up these two. Should be a 2-shot. It's okay, we shed skin. Frame 1 here. See? Never worried. I think I battled you. I did not. Perfect. And I don't think we got an encounter on this route, but I think we're just locked in with who we're going with. There's not really any Mons here that I would get. Really the number of Mons in general that I would add are very slim. Like a Kangaskhan I would add, which I know isn't here. Tauros. Like, just a really good normal type. But, yeah, not really. Staryu would be Staryu would be like the one contender. But I don't even know if we can get them. Because I don't know the encounters here. But even then, that might be... That's hit or miss. Because also we would need a lot of TMs to actually get it a good move set. Well, we have Psych. Let me backtrack on that. We have Psychic. We have Surf. There's its stab. Downside is we're buying Thunderbolt for Zapdos. Or I would say throw that on Starmie, but that just gets to be a lot. Welcome back. Welcome back. If anyone, it would be Wheezing. But I don't know. I think Wheezing's growing on me as we're using him more. I haven't really used him because we got him late last episode and I've really only switch trained him. But like even with Sludge, he's kind of holding his ground. Okay, this is an encounter. Not what we're gonna catch because we already got one of those. I'm not gonna waste the time on that because we definitely already have one and it's not worth the experience. I will say against Hypno, I will lead with Mime to try and thief it because I could see them giving him an item that you could steal. I could see that being, or it's just like a random berry or something like that. But maybe they give him the metronome. I feel like that would be a good item to give him. Pidgeotto we will KO. Still not crazy experience, but it's something. keeping on through here. I know there's an item over there. But we just aren't teaching someone cut. If I can loop up. No, maybe. I can loop up to over there. Drowsy. Yep, I was pretty sure we didn't have one. So, there's our encounter. I mean, if something tragic happens to Mime, sure. Don't love it, but it's a psychic type, and psychic types are always good in this game. I think we have the Eye Spark already, so this will be Unicorn. I might be wrong, and we might not have a Spark already. But I think we do. I'm just grabbing all these berries, because I think those will be good to have for the Elite Four. Oh, and there's cut. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't know what item could be down there that's worth it. Like if it was like a TM for Shadow Ball. Maybe, but also forgot to put Mime up front. That being said, we can just swap in and do the same exact thing. I mean, yep. And where the girl's name is Lostel, gets lost. Kind of wild foreshadowing there. But yeah. Very poor choice of words. Does it warp us back immediately? It does. Look at that. Right, make our way on over here. And that is the islands done. What can I use it on, or can you use it on in general? What I can use it on is nobody. Clefable, Jigglypuff, or the two Nido lines, I believe is it for Gen 1. I think. Yes. All right, so I don't know. I don't know if there's like some lore there as to why they do, but I don't know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there for the stream. Very productive stream. All the gyms are done, islands are done. So looking like Friday will be the finale for this. We'll get through the Victory Road and fight there. We'll do some prep off stream just during the week, just so we don't have to watch level grinding against the same group of bikers. But we will be back tomorrow with some Unite, and then I think Champions on Wednesday. Also, that one hair does not want to stay up. But yeah, chances are Champions on Wednesday because there'll be a new season. There you go. Learn something new every day. But yeah, until then, I do hope everyone has a great rest of your Saturday. Appreciate you all hanging out. Not Saturday, Monday. Wish it was Saturday. Everyone has a great rest of their Monday. And till next time, peace, peace.